Yellow.
Yo, what's going on in the stream? It's your boy Feast23. Welcome to SIBA Today, week one in review. Let me just peep my account from the phone so I can keep up with the chat while I watch this screen. Right now, I'm alone in the chat, but I'm alone in the what's it called? The show channel, but maybe somebody will join me at some point. We got snow coming into New York, so I'm going to be out of commission for at least a week or so. With the big blizzard coming, it's supposed to be 5. So I wanted to get this done. I was asleep all day. Benign to Ween is following. Appreciate that. The mic is quiet. Let me move it up a little bit. How's that now? How's my mic? How's my mic? How's my mic? All right, let's go. So this is week one in review. 84 in the fucking chat. Let's go, baby. I knew you guys. Listen, the SIBA Today shows really don't do numbers like that, but I figured, you know what? Y'all like gossip. Y'all like drama. You know what I'm saying? So this is what it's going to be, right? Also, we're live from the YouTube channel too. So if you go to youtube.tv, youtube.com/@the SIBA Network, you can view it from there as well. And let's get this show on the road. So, coach is on the hot seat. this is going to be something new that I'm going to be doing every season after week 1. Coaches on the hot seat. Now, it's 21 days, 3 weeks to get the season done. That's how it's been since this league started way back in 2K20, right? Even when it was 12 teams, we always put that like very, very not hard, but like solid deadline at 21 games. We don't forfeit anything, but like if you don't finish your games within 21 days, it's really bad, right? So now that we're on an 18-game schedule, the math is perfect. It's 6, 12, 18. You have to have at least 6 games played, right? By this point. So we're going to be going over the coaches on the hot seat in just a moment. I just want to take some time out to let you guys know these guys are hard at work. Here they are in the stats channel, rebuilding the stats for you guys. We need more volunteers. It's just not enough. Like, these guys are busting their ass, getting it done in this little stats channel right here. And we just need more volunteers. That's all. We need more volunteers to get this shit done and restore the league's legacy. 147 in the chat, fucking bro. That's awesome for a SIBA Today show. I know I advertise the fuck out of it in the Discord. I'd like to get into some high school. As a matter of fact, I can get into high school stats. If we go to the My Stat page, the stats for high school should... Look at it. Season 23 already. Oh, you guys can't see this. Oh, yeah, you can. I'm actually sharing my screen. Season 23 already. These guys are ready to rock. I don't know how many games they inputted, but we're already rebuilding. We're already rebuilding. Now, high school season 6 is already ready to rock. And let's take a look and see if Bestford's been doing his job. Let's take a look to see if Bestford's been doing his job, because that right there can land you on the hot seat immediately. High school rankings. Last time they were updated was the 11th. We're now at the 12th. Okay, cool. So not Vortex. Let's get into a little bit of high school first. All right, let's get into a little bit of high school. Let's talk about what we got going on there. Then we'll move on to college. Were there any college games last night? No, there wasn't. It was the holiday Super Bowl. Right? We're going to get into that. We're going to get to the high school. We're going to get to the college. We're going to get into the pros. And then coaches on the hot seat, the juicy shit, I'm saving for last, so you guys are forced to stick around and not bail before we get to the good stuff. All right? So, where were we? High school rankings. Number 1, Vortex got his Mafia Academy up to 7-1. I really wish I had somebody here that's actually a high school admin or a high school coach. If any of you guys want to join, please DM me. By the way, ISO don't cap. Shut the fuck up, bro. This dude will not stop fucking bothering me over and over again. Ask me if he could bring a team to fucking high school. Stop fucking bothering me about this stupid shit. I already, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, talk to Bestford about that. He's inviting me to parties, messaging me on Xbox. Like, bro, take a fucking hint. You're doing it while I'm trying to run the show, bro. It's mad annoying. All right? Where's Bestford at? Try to get somebody in here that knows high school that could chop it up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, what's the word on you making a high school team? Bro, I'm going to kick you out of the Discord if you keep fucking bothering me, bro. You're annoying the fuck out of me. Like, bro, just you're bothering me over this shit while I'm trying to get the stream going on fucking Xbox, on fucking Discord. God damn, bro. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a high school admin for that shit. There's a high school admin for all that shit. The Gallus just subbed. Hell yeah, bro. Would I let Usher hug my wife like he did Alicia Keys? Oh, man. Listen, if my wife is on stage, right, she got hugged by Usher. I don't know, bro. I ain't a jealous dude like that. I don't know. That's a good question, though. Phenomenal Herman is now following. Appreciate that. But now Vortex got his Mafia Academy up. One team I'm interested in seeing is where the Ghost Pepper Academy is only 1 and 2. All right, so these are the teams that are ran by absolute deadbeats, right? Ghost Pepper Academy, Angel Bucks, no surprise there, bro. You're never getting out of high school. I won't even put you back in the pros if you don't get the job done. Team Vengeance, that's the this Pookie dude. That's the fucking dude that runs WR Select. Obviously, his priorities are all fucked up. Dog Out Academy, I don't know who the fuck this is, but he only got 2 games. Tay Bayama, this is the dude that was fucking bragging and shit. He plays in a million. This is why we tell you guys, bro, we don't want anybody. Yo, Bestford, just come into the chat, bro. Just come. We'll talk high school. This is why I don't want anybody that coached anywhere. Legacy Prep, Nap, 2-0, not surprised. Commonwealth, 1-1. These teams have only played 2 games. Not surprised, bro. 1 game played. And I want to know why I see Dugout Academy twice. Dugout Academy and Dogout Academy. That's fucking, this is Bestford right here. That's Bestford, man. What do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what we got going on here, bro. Let's bring on Bestford right now so we can explain his incompetence. Bestford, please explain your incompetence, why we have Dugout Academy twice. One of them's ranked 27th, the other one is ranked 15th. So, I mean, if you're not paying attention, then you're not paying attention. Like, I don't understand what's going on.
I have their twice. Okay. I will easily get that fixed right now.
You know what I'm saying?
That's my bad. I guess I put them there twice, unintentional.
But where's Nat, bro? Hold on. I'm gonna tag Nat right now, bro. Let me talk about him. Hold up. Let me tag him on Twitter so I can bust his ass. Team of deadbeats with 2 games played on the SIBA Today show. He made a post on Twitter giving everybody the middle finger. With 2 games. Oh, I already typed that. Now, of course, we don't fire high school coaches. If you want to be a deadbeat, you can stay there. You know what I'm saying? That's the beauty of high school. Like, all this other shit I don't give a fuck about. Now, when last time you updated was 211, you got to tell me, like, in all your infinite wisdom, right? Why you got a team that's 6-2, and they're 31, but this team number 27 is 0-1. Like, you're not adjusting the rankings as you go along, right? You're just updating the fucking.
No, so I am doing that. So the 6-2 team that you see, I just plugged that in today, like the long-awaited. That's 4-0. I plugged that in today this morning. I did an update, so I'm still like plugging in teams because we were behind on standings last night. There were about 40 games that got played yesterday.
Right.
So I'm still currently like updating the rosters. I mean, not rosters, but I'm currently updating the standings on the high school rankings.
Right.
So I still haven't had a chance to move teams up. So that's why you see some arrows going up with some teams. So I'm still gonna move them up. I have them as a placeholder, so I know when I do go in there, what teams go up and what teams do go down.
But like I said, you got teams that are fucking straight up not even playing, that are ranked ahead of teams that have like, one of them has 8 games. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Teams got 8 games. They should be, bro. There's no way in hell this Crown Rush Prep is 19 is ahead of. Bro, I'm putting Zeke's team ahead of a team with 2 games. You know what I'm saying?
So Zeke got 5. Zeke took a team yesterday, and I think he got 5 games and went 1-4 yesterday.
Yeah, I'm putting his team ahead of Tay Bayana's team that are 1-0.
So,
I mean,
those 5 games I plugged it in today. I didn't have a chance to update the actual like ranking system, but I did plug in like the wins and losses already. So that's why.
All right, well,
because he didn't have those 5 games in until today.
It's got to make sure that, you know, like we're updating it. Like, listen, a high school gets updated. It's got to get updated at least every 2 days. You know
yes,
and I don't know
that I'm knowing.
I don't know who typed this dude's thing in, but like nobody does it like this, bro. Nobody does LL. Obviously, these kids do it like this. You guys are fucking dumb as fuck. Anyway, Styling God 10-5. He just spoke to me not too long ago about making his team. Franchise players prep 10-5. There's no way in hell you have Angel Bucks at 9 with such little games. Like, these teams with like under 4 games got to be on the bottom, bro.
So Angel Bucks is telling me that teams are ducking him and not getting games in against him. Bro, and I already addressed it too.
This team's got 21 games played, bro. There's nobody's ducking nobody. It's Angel Bucks, and he's got a team full of tough guys, and they don't want to fucking load up for a free SIBA high school league. Get them, you know what I'm saying? Like, just drop them. You don't get rid of them. You just drop them down here. Like, you know what I'm saying? And, like, when Angel Bucks comes to me and says, yo, I'm done with the high school thing. I want to go back to the pros. I tell him no. I'm like, nah, it's either high school or nothing now. You already made the commitment to go coach. Now you see it through. Next time goes, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how we do it. Like, I'm I'm not a fool. You know what I'm saying? So like that's how it works. You understand what I'm saying? Like you don't go there, be a deadbeat in high school, and say, you know what, it's just not working out. Blah blah blah. Let me just go back to the pros. Like once you make that commitment, you're stuck there until you get the job done. There's no going back to the pros after that. You know what I mean? So he's gonna have to get his Ghost Pepper Academy shit together. That's it. Bottom line. So
But you're absolutely right. He did say that he was going to try to win a championship this season and move up to college next season. So we'll see if he holds up to that agreement.
I mean, even if he wins a championship, there's no guarantees moving up to college next season. I mean, Vortex has been down here longer than him. Crabnem has been down here longer than him. Like Burning's been down here longer than him doing the job. Like there's coaches that are ahead of him in like the pecking order. Like there's coaches that got more seniority than him down there. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like he's got to fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like just a championship's not gonna do it. You know. So luckily for the high school guys, there's no getting fired as a coach, bro. You just you just sit there and rot unless you get it done. You know what I'm saying? You know, you don't move up, you don't go anywhere, you don't go to the pros, you don't get bailed out, you don't get a lifeline. You're just stuck in the high school until you actually fulfill your commitment. Because if I let people just do it, like, and be flimsy and just be like, yeah, let's fuck it, I'll do it, and then change their mind later, we'll never have any stability there. So once you coach in high school, you got to see it through, right? But like this team with 1 game, Nap with 2 games, and look, bro, this don't be fooled. This kid Nap is not going to get more than like 15 games played. I got a feeling he's going to have I got a feeling if he gets to 15 games, bro, I'll be shocked, bro. Some of these teams that bring their people in from outside of the SIBA community, bro, these guys are green light, and them, like, all they do is play overnight tournaments for $20 a pop. Like, these dudes do not give a shit about playing this game for fun or hustling in SIBA or being part of something like this. They don't give 2 shits about that. So they're just playing to play. They wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for Nat running the team. So, you know, you got to understand something. Like, I've been down this road a million times with teams like that before. Same thing with Angel Buck squad. Bro, these guys, you got to get them out, bro. You got to get them on the bottom. You know, Kareem's got teams 1 and 7. I'm putting him. I'm not ranking them high, but I'm definitely ranking them ahead of any of those teams, bro. Cruz Jr., this 4-0 team, I'm ranking them ahead of all those guys. But right now, listen, Mafia, not Vortex, 7-1, 8 games played, not as many as these guys. I wouldn't put him at number 1, depending, like, have they played humble mentality? Like, what was the reason why you're putting them number 1 over a team that's 11-2? Like, did they play humble mentality?
They beat the top 2 other teams.
Okay, yeah, so that's cool. So they got the strength of schedule. That's good.
Uh-huh.
Right, awesome. They got the strength of schedule down pat. You know what I'm saying? So that's good news. All right, so that's awesome. So Vortex doing his thing. Crabnem doing his thing. You know, it's going to, listen, this is going to be your job, bro. You know, you got to do what Killer J was doing. This is going to be your job to evaluate these motherfuckers and see, like, exactly who is worthy to move up to college coach. Like, you and Voltage are going to have to get together on that and talk about, like, yo, who can move up. Because we're going to probably be moving to, I might have a couple of head coaching vacancies in the pros. And 99% chance I'm going for college coaches. Chicanery is following. Appreciate that, bro. So, you know, we're going to be going now. Speaking of college, here's the standings. South Shore Vikings 3-0, looking absolutely dominant. I would like to see a little bit more games out of them. Neudorf Central Cougars by far the best team. That's Bang Tank Bill. Bang Tank Bill is currently a front runner to get promoted to the pros. He's been doing it for a couple of seasons now. He's moving up the all-time list for college coaching wins. Now, college coaches out there, if you want to know who I'm looking at to move up to the pros, one of the best indicators, you go to college players in the record books, and then you go to this, and you take a look at most wins all time. If your name is close to the top, see these 2 guys right here? They've been in college for 7 seasons. They just can't seem to get over the hump to get promoted. Lou Wop barely got in the game so far. Chef JT, he had his first winning season last season. We gotta fucking see more out of him. But these guys, if they ever get it together and build a dominant program, they're some of the first to go. Look, you see Black's already you see Clutch is already in the pros. Black, Stitch, Hearn, these guys are in the pros. Official, Killer Dre was in the pros. Spazin could have been in the pros if he kept going. Snarf is close. He's got 15. Bang Tank Bill. Bay Heat's got pro experience. So Bay Heat is kind of like, unlike Snarf and Bang Tank Bill, like these guys, like Bay Heat actually has the pro experience. So he's got a little bit more of an inside track. That buys him a little bit more credibility if he lacks wins. You know what I'm saying? If some of these guys, when it's all said and done, I need a high school, I need a pro coach, and I'm looking at college, and let's say the Lions and the Cougars and whoever, I forgot what team Rare Snarf is coaching, if they're all winning and shit like that, and one of them wins the championship, and I need a pro coach, like even if they have more wins than Bay Heat, his pro experience will probably move him above them because he already knows the deal. He already knows the process in the pros. He coached 36 Chambers for 3 seasons, and he's got a playoff appearance with them. So that's a little inside track. But you see, you got Skiwi coming up, Dub Wallace coming up. You know what I'm saying? Like some of these guys are on the, like some of these guys are a couple of seasons away, but I don't swing. You know what I'm saying? Like some of these guys, like I said, they're a couple of seasons away, but you know they're building it. What they got to do, Chef D, Buckets 2 MP. Like these guys are all behind. Coach has 4. He's got head coach experience in the pros, but obviously there's people way ahead of him right now as far as moving up from college back to the pros and shit. And then you got some of the guys that are just getting started. Sweeney, Calhoun, A.G. DeVito, who's coaching the Pirates, who got their first win for the first time since season 8 a couple of nights ago. So, you know, you got the guys that are just getting started, right? You got the guys that are maybe a couple of seasons away, right around here, right? Then you got the guys that we're going to be looking at soon. Skiwi, Bay Heat, Bank Tank, Snarf. And then you got the guys that are like, yo, they've been here forever, bro, and like, we just need to see them able to build that dominant program like, you know, like Bank Tank. Listen, Bank Tank Bill right now is building a dominant program. They're 6-0, right? They're beating the shit out of everybody right now, that New Dope Central Cougars team. Neither Lou Wop nor Chef JT ever had a team like this. See, right now the CSI Dolphins are only 2-1. They only got 3 games. Seagulls are 0-3. Like, no matter how many wins Lou Wop has, how can I promote him to the pros? You know what I'm saying? How can I promote him to the pros? His team's 0-3 right now. You know what I'm saying? We need to see fucking consistency. I want to see a dominant program. All these coaches that you saw, let's take a look at one more time the college players that all moved up. All these Clutch, dominant program, won a championship. Black, dominant program, won a championship. Stitch, Hearn. These guys built dominant programs in college that were top-notch winning teams. You know what I'm saying? That's what we want to see. Like, that is going to let me know that, yo, this guy's ready to rock, right? You see the Falcons, they're 3-1. Where's the Lions? 4-2 right now. That's Bay Heat. Not dominant, but winning his division right now. But Bang Tag Bill right here, 6-0, right? Let's say he finishes 10-2. How many wins does he have? 15. That puts him at 19 plus the play. He could possibly be over 20 wins by the end of this college season, and he could be right into the pros. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how this shit works. Entree Scorpion is now following. Appreciate it. Yo, let's get these followers popping, bro. Let's get this shit popping right now. You know what I'm saying? We need more followers. Yo, my wife is beating the fuck out of me in streams. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I don't have the rack she got, but like, she's beating the fuck out of me in streams, and she just got started. So, shout out to all the horny dudes out there from my league, you know what I'm saying, like, that support my wife because they want to see her boobs on stream. That's all by design. Appreciate y'all. But yeah, so like, let me take a look at this chat real quick. Yeah, Volta said Bank Tank got his vouch. Like, you know, you guys got to know by now the formula. You know, I know a lot of people. There's a lot of people, especially Volt, a lot of the admins and the college assistant athletic directors and stuff that would love more than anything to see Chef JT in the pros. I would love more than anything to see him in the pros, but I really can't promote a guy who can't dominate the college level. Right now, Bang Tang Bill is fucking dominating the college level right now, and he's not far away in career wins either. He's not far away. So he's knocking on the door. And like I said, I mean, look, you could take a look and be like, how is he How is he knocking on the door? How is he right there? The dude's got fucking only 14 wins. Chef's got 23. Well, they're 6-0. If they finished 11-1 or 10-2, if they finish 10-2, right? That's 4 more wins. He's at 18. And if they go on and win the championship, that's 21. He'll have, listen, if he gets to over 20 wins in this college season, by the time this college season is over, I can't deny him a pro spot if one becomes available. And Assassination Day is already becoming available when the season ends. So I spoke to Troy about it. I was like, maybe I'll give it to Deuce, but I'm not going to bypass a college coach on a beginning season. Like, I gave Deuce opportunities to coach teams during the season. He didn't want to leave. Sometimes you just got to strike while the iron is hot and take the opportunity when it's there. Because when this season ends and we start a new season and it's brand new, I'm looking to go college coach and let them start fresh. So that's what we got going on in college right now. Let's see what we got. The standings. Yes. Clippers first place right now by a half a game over the rest of their division. Vikings 3-0. They're looking dominant right now. They're coached by Coach, who just lost in the high school championship last season, a state championship. He's on top of the Arizona division. South Shore Vikings are always a good team. Falcons 3-1. Rail Splitters, big surprise, 0-4. So you're seeing a lot of, this is what happens when you lose good players to the draft and the coach doesn't prepare. This is bad preparation by the Rail Splitters coach, right? Let's take a look at who that Rail Splitters coach is. It's Watch My Lane. So Watch My Lane, listen, honestly, poor preparation, bro, because the team won the championship last season. You should have been scouting. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be scouting in high school. And yeah, it's a new scope. It's a new coach. It is what it is, bro. I don't know if he'll be fired. I don't know if you should fire him off of just one bad season. But listen, your team wins a championship. Your team is a top team. You know you're losing your best players. This is a problem when you don't prepare. This is why I tell you guys all the time. If you coach in SIBA, you're not playing or coaching anywhere else. This is what happens. How are you, like, all right, for like this, Bank Tank Bill right now, he's 6-0, right? He's got an inside track on a pro job next season, but he can't bank on that. He doesn't know what the fuck I'm going to do. Maybe I don't lose any coaches at all. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe I'm like, you know what? That Assassination Day team, maybe it does go to Deuce. He has no fucking clue what I'm going to do at all. All he knows is that his team is dominating right now, and obviously he's going to lose players to the pro draft. He should be preparing every day as if he's going to coach that team next season. And if he's not coaching that team next season and he gets hired by the pros, well, then he just passes off a strong franchise to the next guy and says, yo, these are the guys I was scouting. I developed a relationship with them. They want to bring some guys, blah, blah, blah. Pass it over to the next. But this is the preparation. Like, right now, coach should be scouting in high school every day because he's not going to get a pro job next season. He's only got 4 wins at the college level. He's like a season or 2 away from being considered. And if he wants to continue to win and build up his resume, when you're 3-0 and you're beating the shit out of teams the way you are, right? When you're beating the fuck out of those teams, and by the way, appreciate the follow by Pose Fresh Rose. When you're beating the shit out of teams the way you are, as the Vikings are, and you know that you're going to be in college again, you should be scouting every day in high school. You should be watching these players. You should be talking to these coaches. Because honestly, if you're sitting here listening to the commissioner of the league, who's the sole who's the sole guy that's responsible for hiring pro coaches, and he's telling you, yo, I'm looking at all-time coaching wins. I'm looking if you build a dominant franchise. I'm looking for consistency. Bro, you can't afford to have a real dominant season and just be like and just fall off the next season. You got to be scouting to build that team again. If you're looking too far down the road, like, yo, I'm going to the pros, you're going to fuck up. And then guess what? You're going to have all these other guys, like Coach is going to have all these other guys behind him and near him pass him. Because right now, Coach is here at 4, right? Bucket's got 7. Schefter one's got 7, right? I Don't Swing's got 10. Dub Wallace has 11. Skiwi's got 12. But like at 4 and Skiwi with 12, Coach has pro coaching experience. So he does have an inside track on all of those guys under Behe. Right? But he can't slip up because he's not getting a pro coaching spot next season. He's not. So he can't slip up. He can't afford to be like, yo, when Feach needs a guy, I got pro. He's not going to give it to Dub Wallace over me. He's not going to give it to these guys. I got the inside. No, you can't slack, bro. You have to continue to win and continue to build. Forget about the pros until I come knocking. Forget about the pros until you're right around here. Until you hit the 15 win mark or the 14 win mark, don't even think about a pro job yet at all. Until you hit at least 15 wins. And we know Bang Tank Bill is going to obliterate 15 wins real soon. So that's the way it looks when you got coaches moving up. When you got, if you want to talk high school guys moving up, this obviously has to be updated. Most points per game. All right, so you're gonna have, so this is something that you're gonna have to this is something you're gonna have to update every season. You're gonna have to copy and paste all this every season. You gotta do this. Venom Dimes is number one overall.
Yeah, that's fine.
Venom Dimes is number one overall in coaching wins because he's been there since high school season 1. He's just been compiling stats, right?
You know, I'm actually really disappointed in Venom Dimes this season. Hasn't done much, and I've already spoke to him. I don't understand the issues. I don't know if he's playing in other leagues, but he swears he's winning games.
Just let him stay there. It doesn't. Listen, he does what he wants. Let him stay there.
I know, and then he wants to complain and get upset why he gets passed up for coaching jobs. Well, in college, this is why.
Now it's true. I'm looking at the chat. Shout out to Dub Wallace. That is true, 100%. What you're saying about him building it back up. And that's why he's right there at 11 wins. Now, if he didn't go 0, see, here's the thing. Having an 0-12 season under your belt is a big black eye, bro. Like, that shit right there, like, bro, that is definitely something on your resume you don't want if you want to move up to the pros. Of course, he can recover. But right now, he's at 11 wins. We're going to have to see, like I said, a dominant program. We're going to have to see him. Listen, just getting the wins doesn't get you there, guys. Guys, for those of you guys listening right now, just getting the wins as a college coach doesn't get you there. Look at these two that I've highlighted. With one more win, Lou Wop will be the all-time winningest coach in college history. And Chef is a few behind. Just winning these games doesn't get you there. This is across 7 seasons, right? 27 divided by 7. He's only averaging about 4 wins a season. How can I promote a guy? What does Snarf got to do to make it as a pro coach? He's right here at 15. So he's right here in that sweet spot, right? He's right here in that sweet spot. He's got to continue to win, get closer to 20, and then when it's time to hire a coach, we're going to have a conversation. He'll get an interview. You know what I'm saying? He'll definitely get an interview. It's him, Bang Tank. Right now, Bang Tank Bill is killing it right now. He's only 1 win behind Rare Snarf. He's probably going to pass him in wins by the time the season is over because the Cougars are just that good. You know what I'm saying? But Snarf is close. Bang Tank Bill is in the conversation now. Bait Heat is close. He'll get an interview for sure as long as the team doesn't completely fall off. Back Trinies is now following. Appreciate that, brother. So, Bay Heat will get that. Skiwi has an outside chance if his Bulldogs can really go on a big run. Dub Wallace is probably a couple of seasons away. But like I would say for next season, the coaches that would probably get an interview are going to be Bay Heat, Bang Tang Bill, Snarf, and if Chef JT could go out and get a winning season, he's going to get his interviews for the pro coaching spot. Those 4 guys are going to get their interviews, and we're going to see what they got. As of right now, that could change. I can take one of those guys off, like Chef JT. This team could absolutely fucking bottom out. I did not go over the pros hot seat yet. No, I did not go over the juicy shit yet. We will in a minute. But his team can absolutely bottom out, and I'm like, yo, Chef, I just can't trust you. You know what I'm saying? Lou Wop can go on a huge streak, and he can finish the season 9-3 and go all the way to the championship, whatever. And boom, if he goes and wins 9 games, guess what? That's 36. Bro, he can get right under 40 if he goes on a huge run. If Lou Wop won the rest of his games and won the championship, he can end up with 39 wins. So, this is not out of the question. Obviously, these two guys right here are a dominant season away, showing me that they could build a dominant program away from just getting put right into a pro job. But, guys like Bang Tang Bill, Rare Snuff, these guys are making it difficult for him, man, because, Chef JT and Lou Wop's just been there. Just been there. You know what I'm saying? So, and Coach, Coach, if I were you, I would not think about the pros for like the next 3 seasons, bro. I honestly wouldn't, bro. You're down here with 4. You know what I'm saying? You just got to work on right now. Like I said earlier, but if you were not here listening before, your main focus right now should be scouting high school at the same time, so that when your top players go to the pros, you can replace those guys with top guys coming out of high school and keep the train going. But over here with 4 wins, bro, there's no way. Bro, I just told you right now, these are the guys that I'm looking at. You got to be up here. A championship helps. Former pro coaching experience does help. That gives Bay Heat a little bit of a boost, even though he's at 13, right? But, until you get to the 15 win mark for your career all time, I'm not really looking. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really looking. One player, though, that's absolutely dominating everybody is still Paul. He's got 2 triple-doubles already. The season just started. He got 2 triple-doubles in 3 games for the Vikings. The kid is dominating everybody. That was a great fucking scout. That's a great move. But obviously this kid's still Paulie. Obviously this dude's going pro. You know what I'm saying? You don't have a seat listen, he's having a great season right now. He's got 2 triple-doubles in 3 games. You know what I'm saying? He's going pro. Coach, you got to ask yourself, where's the next Still Paulie that's going to do this for you next season so you can come to me and say, yo, Feach, 2 dominant seasons in a row. You're not going to dominate next season if you don't scout. I mean, it was easy for you to scout this season because you were just a high school coach. You brought players in. But, now you're coaching in college. Are you watching high school? You're going to lose Still Paulie after 1 season. You don't keep him for the next draft. You know what I'm saying? You got to find these guys that are going to replace the guys that are dominating for you now. These guys are not going to stick around. You know what I'm saying? You guys are not going to stick. He's not sticking around for the Vikings, bro. He's going to go one and done and go right to the pros because that's where he belongs. Kid is dominating the center. He's the best center in college right now. The best. I guarantee you there's fucking 12 teams in the pros or 15 teams in the pros that he can start for right now if he didn't go to college. So you're gonna lose that player, and you got to find somebody who's the big man in high school right now. Who's the big man in high school right now that you can plug in and continue that going on, so you can have back-to-back dominant seasons to make the conversation difficult when I'm looking for a pro coach in a couple of seasons. Yeah, all your freshmen are going top 3 rounds. So what are you gonna do for college season 11? Because you're gonna be in college for season 11. What are you going to do for college season 11? Are you going to go 2-10 and then completely remove yourself from a pro coach conversation? Because that's how you remove yourself from a pro coach conversation. Following up a really good season. I'm in corners here, which is crazy. That's the center for Black Market. And he doesn't play for Black Market anymore. I guess the commitments he couldn't make, but he's here for SIBA. There's a guy right there. Is he actually in high school, though? Is he a high school player? Is he playing in high school, or is he a prospect? You guys got to let me know. I don't know if he's actually in the high school league or if he's just a prospect right now. Oh, he's with Cruz. Okay, remember Bullet TV? Yo, there's a lot of high. Bro, let me tell you something right now, guys. There's a lot of talent in the high school level right now. Greenlight, you got Bullet TV. I'm in corner. There's a ton of fucking talent. Which one of you college coaches are going to get these guys? You got to go. That's the biggest question. I can guarantee you right now, the college coaches that are not thinking about season 11, like if you're a college coach right now and you're not thinking about season 11 because let's say you're like coach and you think that, I'm going to get a pro job soon. All I got to do is have one good season. Like, you're not going to get those guys. They're going to go to the guys that are focused. They're going to go to whoever's being referred, right? You got to be on the ball. You got to be on the fucking ball. You want to continue dominating, you got to go to those. You got to go to NAP. Hopefully that team plays enough games where they can get qualified. You know what I'm saying? So Knapp is over here saying that teams scheduled opening night and never showed up. That he's getting ducked. That's the classic excuse that people are getting ducked. College coaches, please continue to scout. The job is never done. Quest Signature is now following. Let's go, baby. The job is never done. Job's never done, guys. When you're a coach, especially in college, you're going to lose your top players to the pros. You got to find them. Same thing in high school. You're going to lose your top high school players. Nat wants to continue coaching here and move up the ranks and stuff like that. You know he's going to lose Greenlight, but you know he's going to lose his best guys. Jay Bucks is another top-level player. These guys, I'm going to tell you right now, these guys had Nat been only in the gym one night and talk about being ducked. Bro, I already know, though. You don't even got to tell me, bro. I've been doing this league for 4 years, bro. It's always those teams that bring people outside of SIBA that always complain about being ducked, yet I always see them on the timeline playing everywhere else. Those guys, forget about Knapp. Like, Knapp's just a coach. The players, like if you're scouting his players like Greenlight or J-Bucks or whatever, like those guys are high risk, high reward. They'll play for your college team and they'll never show up. You know what I'm saying? You got to go to your bench and you just wasted a scholarship on them. And then if they do come to the college and they do qualify, how serious are they going to be when they get to the pros? Those guys are always high risk, high reward. You hope that those guys, by the time they get to the pros, that they're all gung-ho about SIBA, that they're all here, like they love it, blah, blah, blah. You know? Now, I know you guys want the hot seat coaches. Let me get a drink real quick because that's going to be a nice conversation. Motherfucker's dying of thirst up in this bitch. All right. So now that we went over the college, and all you college coaches are knowing what it takes to move up, let's go to the pros. Now, before we do the coaches on the hot seat, right? Someone said, how do I get picked up for high school? Simple. Well, it's not simple, but you go right here, playground. You just continue to ball in the playground. Vortex is a coach. You're going to see all these people with like the pink. These are the people you want to talk to. People that are on high school teams, people that are coaching high school teams. Those are the guys you want to talk to. You just continue to play in the playground. When you're playing in the playground, you jump in here. Even if you're not on a list, you could just jump into a squad channel and just start chatting. Be like, yo, you guys need a player? I'm down to run. But you got to keep playing. You got to keep busting your ass. That's how you get on a high school team. Let's go division by division. Bells of War 6-3 first place. I did not see that one coming. Bump is looking like the best defensive player in the league right now. I'll be honest with you. He's looking like the best defensive player in the league right now. C-Buzz is playing great. That team is winning games. They're 6-3. They split with the Killer Bees. Cuban Links 5-1. Second place, Killer Bees 5-3. Want to see a little bit more consistency out of them. Supreme Clientele in the post. This is the post Sorrento era. 4-4 and Winter Wars a disappointing 0-6. They have a better roster than that. I don't understand why they're 0-6 right now. Killer Hills and Johnny Blaze. Johnny Blaze having a great season so far. A lot better than expected. Let's take a look. They're 4-2 right now. Let's go take a look at Johnny Blaze real quick. Interesting. So they started off very hot, 3-0. They beat Liquid Swords, Method Men, and 36 Chambers. They split with Pro Tools, and they just lost to Killer Hills. That's why Killer Hills is first place with the same record, because they got a game over them. Pro Tools 3-4. They've lost 3 out of the last 4 games. Iron Man 1-3, unacceptable. And then Knuckleheads 0-6. So this team looks lost in the sauce right now. They still got a back-to-back against Pro Tools, Johnny Blaze, Iron Man. Later on in the season, they got Winter Wars, who were also 0-6, Supreme Clientele, Glaciers of Ice, Criminology, Protect Your Neck, and Go Showers. They got to start winning, and they got to figure it out and figure it out fast, because that season is going down the drain. Let's move on to Park Hill Division. Bulletproof Wallet 6-2 in first place. The Sorrento effect, as he returns as a player for the first time since, I believe, season 11. Midian Quermio is now following. My man, if I mispronounce your fucking names, bro, please forgive me. They've won 3 in a row. They beat Liquid Swords. They actually swept the season series from Liquid Swords. They have a bad loss against Go. They should have beat Go Showers. But Winter Wars, they stomped. Shadow Boxers, they stomped. So they're on a 3-game winning streak. They're looking good, bro. Sorrento is fit in perfectly there. Bulletproof Wallet's one of the best teams in the conference. 8 Diagrams at 5-8. They're second place only by virtue of 5 wins. They only have 5 games left. They have 2 against Bulletproof Wallets, which is going to be very big. Every game is important to them if they want to sneak out a playoff. I believe that if you go 9-9, you'll make the playoffs, which means they can only lose 1 more game if you think about it. So splitting with Bulletproof Wallets would be ideal. It's going to be a long shot for them to make the playoffs, though. You know, listen. You know why I say it's going to be a long shot? Because look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Scarfaces are 4-3. Right? They're not going to be as bad. 7, 8, 9, and then you got, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Scarface is 4-3, right? There they are right here. They won 3 out of the last 4 after starting cold. They lost to the Black Diamonds in a heartbreaker, but they beat 8 Diagrams, Criminology, and Apollo Kids, who also look miserable. Liquid Swords in 4th place. I know Black Labels is very disappointed. He saw this as a bounce-back season. They've lost 2. They dropped both games in a back-to-back to Bulletproof Wallets. They've lost 3 out of the last 4 games, going downhill. They got back-to-back against Glaciers of Ice, who are 2-2, right? But they've won 2 in a row. So still plenty of time for these teams, but I know Black Labels is not happy. The new Brighton division, obviously the class of the conference, the best team, I feel like, in the league right now altogether. If it's not Poisonous Darts, it's Wu Chronicles. They have a loss against 8 Diagrams. Listen, the team is way better than 8 Diagrams. I mean, look at what they've done to their opponents, bro. I mean, none of these games are close at all. These are all double digits. There's only 1 game where they didn't win by double digits. That was against Cuban Links. And then they go and lose to 8 Diagrams. And to be honest, this is what happens, bro. This is SIBA in a nutshell. You know, maybe Wu Chronicles just didn't have their best game, and 8 Diagrams came out. You know, they're 5-8, but they're still a pro team. They still got pros on their team. They still got guys that went through the college level and made it through. So everybody in the pros is pretty much a good player. You know, and this is what happens. This is how this league is. It's very competitive. Guns and Razors 6-3 after a very disappointing season last season. It's good to see Gonzi turning it around. They were 6-1, and then they faced Criminology and got swept. That was bad. That was rough. Oh, wait a minute. They didn't face Criminology and got swept. Hold up. That was my fault. I put that in wrong. Let me fix that. That was Wu Chronicles that they got swept. My fault, fellas. My bad, guys. Criminology haven't won a game yet. Quickly fixed. Look at that. Boom. So they did lose to division opponents and got swept. After being red hot, they're going to have to pick up the pieces. They have an easy match, a back-to-back against Criminology, who's floundering. Glaciers of Ice, Liquid Swords, Winter Wars, all these teams right here going in the opposite direction, although Glaciers of Ice have won 2 in a row. They got Killer Hills and Johnny Blaze. That'll be tough. Shadow Boxes don't look good. And Bring the Pain, one of the worst teams in the league. So it's looking like Guns N' Roses are going to, in fact, challenge for that division just on virtue of, their strength of schedule isn't that high, right? But they're not going to catch Wu Chronicles, but they will be in the playoffs. Method Men disappointing 4-5 right now. This team started off hot. They lost 3 straight games. Guns N' Roses bring the run. A win against Bring the Ruckus in the second half of a back-to-back salvaged the season because 4-5 is a lot different than 3-6, and that leaves them tied with Bring the Ruckus, who are also 4-5. And you can see this right here, bro. Before they won those 2 games, they've won 2 games in a row. 1, 2. Wait a second. Where's the method? Yep. They've won 2 games in a row. They beat 8 Diagrams up. They beat Protect Your Neck, which was a quality win. That's a quality win right here. To salvage their season, this team was going nowhere fast. They were 2-5. They won 2 in a row. They got Scarfaces coming up, back-to-back against Criminology, Killer Bees, Cuban Links. This is going to be tough games right here. Killer Hill is going to be a tough game. Wu Gambinos, we'll talk more about them later. Cash Rules. And then Criminology. Criminology 0-5 right now, going nowhere. They're under the amount of games that they need. They got plenty of time left. A lot of games on the schedule. Some winnable games. Apollo Kids is winnable. Iron Man seems winnable right now. Winter Wars haven't been doing anything. But they need to get in the gym and they need to figure it out fast. Sassy Anyways, Sig is now following. Shout out for the follow. How many people we got in the chat right now? 163 to hear the juicy shit. Let's go. We need more than that, though. Let's get up to 200, bro. Can we get fucking... Can you guys do me a favor and share this shit on your Twitters, bro, and Twitch or whatever, so we can get more people in here? Like, that's what we need, bro. We need to fucking blow this shit out the fucking water. Moving on to the Wu-Tang Conference, the Tottenville Division. A team that's 4-5, Rushing Elephants in first place, the defending champs. Now, they don't look good. They started 0-4. They salvaged the win against Assassination Day. They beat they beat a Ferry Boat Killers team that's terrible. They beat an Apollo Kids team that's terrible. And then they got blown out by Supreme Clientele. So, this team has salvaged their season following a 4-game losing streak with a 4-game winning streak, and then just got blown out here. But they find themselves in first place right now. Assassination Day, 3-2. They had a nice little streak right there of wins before they lost to Rushing Elephants. They got to get in the gym. Shadow Boxers, y'all need to be getting in the gym. They are 3-2, not 2-3. My fault with that. So let's just go fix that real quick. And let's move them up. They have a loss against Assassination Day, so they won't be ahead of them. Wu Gambinos, 2-3. And then Apollo Kids down here at 0-7. Does Method have a high playoff chance? Yeah, you guys have a 100%, 4-5 in that conference. Yeah, 12 out of 20 make it. So it's very difficult not to make it. I mean, somebody like if you're taking a look at this conference right now, you can tell these teams who are not going to make it. Like 0-4 is tough to come back from. 0-6, Iron Man 1-3. They're not even getting in the gym. They might have a new coach coming up. You know what I'm saying? Like Criminology 0-5. Criminology has a good roster, so they can turn it around though. But I mean, at 4-5, bro, you guys are in a good position, man. You guys are in a good position. Look at all the teams that are behind you. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like you have 8 teams. So right now, if the playoffs started right now, you'd be the 11th seed. If the playoffs started right now, so I would say you guys have a good chance. Let's see, Princess Bay Division. Poisonous Darts have already clinched a playoff spot. I mean, Bro, 1, 2, 3, 4. They're on an 8-game winning streak. This team is back to dominating. Poison Darts are always going to be a good team, but they have Step Back Sam, Yo Crazy, and Jay Keith. That trifecta right there they're always going to be a good team. They don't always they do lose in the playoffs. They're beatable in the playoffs. But as far as this division goes, they own this division. They do. Black Diamonds, 5-3. They had that 4 overtime win against Supreme Clientele on opening night. Sons of Man, a disappointing 5-4. So where were they right there? They were 4-1. They lost 3 straight games. They lost to Glaciers of Ice. You can't do that. And then they beat Apollo Kids. Plenty of time left, right? But it's getting chilly in this bitch. I put my fucking hoodie on. Legendary Weapons 4-4. Ghost Showers 4-4. So it's Poisonous Darts and then a bunch of guys like fighting for second place. Legendary Weapons 4-4. The team started 0-2, then they went on a little streak. They lost in overtime to Brooklyn Zoo. That was a heartbreaker. And then they beat Older Gods. And Ghost Showers would a split over Legendary Weapons to keep their season alive the last time they got out. Woodrow Division. Brooklyn Zoo surprising 5-2. They've won 4 straight games. So Brooklyn Zoo at 5-2 right now. I'm surprised they're in first place. I didn't think much of them after draft day. But they've won 4 in a row. They beat, and the teams that they beat, 36 Chambers are mediocre. They're only 3-3. Knuckleheads are 0-6. Golden Arms are 3-4. They're not that good. And Legendary Weapons with an overtime thriller. Right? So, but they've won 4 in a row and they're in first place. Cash Rules at 3-2. They're under the 6-game threshold. They started off the season a 3-game winning streak. They got blown out by Iron Flag and 8 Diagrams. No wonder why you haven't seen them in the gym since. But, bro, you got to get in the gym, you know what I'm saying, to keep it going. 36 Chambers, 3-3. You know, what's-his-face is not happy. But then again, this is more of an indictment on First Half Jay than it will be on their coach. Because, remember, First Half Jay now wants to take a step up in the community, wants to be on all these lists, right? Wants to go out there and win UPAs and land events and post-draft, blah, blah, blah. So if you want to take that level of a step up, we're going to have to see something in SIBA at least, right? And, you know, they had a nice little 3-game winning streak, but back-to-back losses. Vizzy is Stedges is now following. But this is where you step up, bro. This is where you step up and show that you are a top-level point guard in not only in SIBA but in the community. This is where you do it. And right now they're 3-3, right? And they have a good roster too. Golden Arms 3-4, right? They're doing pretty well. Now they had a 3-game winning streak that really boosted. They were at 3-2 at some point. They lost to Black Diamonds at Brooklyn Zoo. They lost close games. And then Bring the Pain at 1-5. They're one of the worst teams in the league. They did beat Fairybowl Killers, but other than that, I mean, just getting beat up here and there. They're not that good. Annandale Division. Older Gods in first place right now. Finally a team other than Protect Your Neck in first place in the Annandale Division. Older Gods at 5-4. I mean, they've lost 3 out of the last 4 games. They haven't really looked good. You know what I'm saying? The last win in the last 4 games is a 42-40 fucking bullshit win against Fairybowl Killers. They'll be playing Iron Flag tonight. That should be a back-to-back. That's going to be big because right behind them is Iron Flag, right? So Iron Flag 3-3 right now. And I said Iron Flag will be the team closest to challenge Protect Your Neck for first place going forward. Old Dirty Bastards 3-4. Not a bad spot to be in. After starting 1-3 and getting blown out everywhere, they swept Iron Flag, and they got absolutely demolished by Guns and Razors. They got some shit to figure out. They do have Fairybowl Killers back-to-back who are 1-6, who are absolutely terrible, right? They have Protect Your Neck still. They got Bring the Pain, who are not good. Golden Arms, not that good. Iron Man, not that good. Glaciers of Ice, we don't know about them yet. They've only got 4 games played. So there's still time for Old Dirty Bastards to get some of these wins that they're supposed to get. Like, they should sweep them, right? And they should take this game. So right now you go from 3-4 to 6-4 right there. If you played these games tonight, you can be at 6-4. This is a 6-6. Like, this team could be a 500 team. Like old dirty bastards, I look at like a 500. They're a 9-9 team to me, and 9-9 will be enough to get you in the playoffs in this conference. Protect your neck. They've only got 4 games played. You know, I'm not worried about Kish because he always gets the job done. But obviously 2-2 is not where they want to be. And then Ferryboat Killers. I don't care what Mad Voltage expects. You're not going to expect much. They finally got a win. I mean, they beat an Older Gods. They should have swept Older Gods, to be honest. But you know, they took the second game of a back-to-back to get a win, so they're not going to finish the season winless. But obviously, they're not one of the better teams in the league. So who do I see winning Annandale Division right now? I still see Protect Your Neck, man. You're only seeing they're 2-2, and they only got 4 games played. I got a feeling week number 2 they're going to dominate. So I mean, listen, Protect Your Neck's Protect Your Neck is probably the second best team in this conference. They're the second best team in this conference. Now that the defending champs are 4-5 and nowhere near, you know what I'm saying? You got Poisonous Darts. Who else in this conference is dominant? Nobody. Like, Protect Your Neck has dominated this division and has been a top team in this conference for so long. They're the second best team in this conference, hands down. They're just 2-2 right now. I'm not one of these little kids. You know, I'm not one of these kids that goes and says fucking Mahomes is better than Brady off of a few years. Like, I'm going by historical precedents here. I don't care that they're 2-2. They're still one of the best teams in the league, bro. They're the second best team in this conference, and when it's all said and done, they're probably going to finish 12-6 and take that division. Who do I see winning Iron Flag or Older Gods tonight? I mean, it's a back-to-back, so I mean, you both could win. You know, I think both of you teams need a sweep, though. I think Iron Flag, I think you need to sweep them, and I think they need to sweep you. I think a split doesn't really do much for you guys. It'll put Older Gods at 6-5, and it'll put you guys at 5-4. You know what I'm saying? It'll put you guys at 4-4, and then at 6-5. So you guys don't really move up anywhere. So both of you guys each team needs to sweep the other. Older Gods needs to sweep Iron Flag so they can put some breathing room between them and the rest of the division, and they can actually like put some pressure on Protect Your Neck. Be like, yo, we're 7-4 right now. You're 2-2. You got some catching up to do. That'll definitely boost their morale going into their back-to-back with Protect Your Neck, right? And Iron Flag, you need a sweep because if you can sweep, you can put them at 5-6. You guys will go right into first place, 5-3, and be in the driver's seat. To be honest, and you know these two teams right here, you're looking at Older Gods and Iron Flag. These are the only two teams in that division who have a chance to challenge Protect Your Neck for first place. And if either one of these teams can sweep the other right now, that's going to be the team that's going to be challenged and Protect Your Neck. Coaches on the hot seat. Let's get to the juicy shit while we still got time. Coaches on the hot seat right now. Let's take a look from division to division. First coach on the hot seat that could get fired, Iron Man coach official. Looking at getting fired right off the bat in only his second season as a coach. They're 1-3, so they're not even winning, and they've only got 4 games played in a week. That's not good. So if we're going to add coaches to the hot seat, let's go ahead and type this shit out. Ready? Where can I go to type this shit out? I'm going to put it in the Twitter right now. Ready? Let's make a Twitter post about it. Coaches on the hot seat. Official. Iron Man. 1-3. 4 games played. 4 games played right now. Not going to get it done. And out of those 4 games played, they're only 1-3. As a new coach, that's not getting it done. Next coach on the hot seat, who we have that's going to be on the hot seat. Is Georgia V on the hot seat at 0-6? No, because they just went 15-3 last season. You know what I'm saying? So he had a really great season. 0-6, no. Winter Wars, 0-6. Is Harlem on the hot seat? Let's tag them. Let's start tagging these motherfuckers, right? We want to tag them. Winter Wars, Harlem Energy, been around for been around forever. He's perpetually on the hot seat. But, I mean, 0-6 right now with that roster, you know. And if you are dealing with ads, I think it's like $5 to subscribe. Stop being fucking cheap. I know not a single one of you guys are broke enough to be able to afford to to sub to this channel for $5 fucking. You're just being cheap. All right? Trust me when I tell you, it's not the price to subscribe to the SIBA. I mean, bro, it's the SIBA network. This is the league, bro. This is your league that you play in. If you don't subscribe to anybody on Twitch, you have to subscribe to the SIBA network, bro. Come on. This is the league that you play in. Let's be honest. I'm leaving George off the hot seat for now. I'm leaving him off the hot seat for now. Is Cass on the hot seat at 5-8? No. Glaciers of Ice. Past the new coach. Team's 2-2. 4 games in a week. It's not getting it done. Especially as a newer coach. And you're going to see what I mean by that in a little bit. 0-5 criminology. Slim Jordy is under the amount, and he's 0-5. He is an admin. He's got a track record. I'm going to go to the chat for this one. Let me know, guys. The Slim Jordy go on the hot seat. He's under the amount of games. We got 187 motherfuckers in here trying to see who's on the hot seat. Cleaner just subscribed. All right, my man just got paid. So let me know in the chat, bro. Is Slim Jordy going on the hot seat? He's under 6 games, and he's 0-5. So what are we talking about here, man? You know, listen, he's got the track record. He's an admin. He's one of the most active people in here. Maybe there's a reason. You know what I'm saying? Maybe there's got to be a reason why he's 0-5. Maybe he's got a good excuse. But I say not on the hot seat, but he's definitely got the heated seats on. He's definitely got the heated seats on, bro. We'll see where he's at after week 2. We're gonna leave him off for now. Shadow Boxers are 3-2, but Lazy's a brand new coach. And he's under. Let's take a look at Shadow Boxers real quick. Beat Iron Man, beat Killer Bees, beat Old Dirty Bastards. He's 1 under. He is 3-2. The problem with him is he's under 6 games as a brand new coach. That's tough. You know what I'm saying? That's that right there. But it's not like there's teams with even less than him, though. Pest has less. Officials got less. So, but he is 3-2. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I'll leave him off for now. Same thing with Troy. Troy's been here. He's always finishing early. Wu Gambinos. They've been terrible every season. Kemp's been around for a while, but they have not won. In how long? They have not had a winning season like 3 seasons in a row. So, Kemp at 2-3. Under the amount of games that needed to be played by now. Kemp on the hot seat at 2-3 with that team. Apollo Kids 0-7. I'm sorry, bro, but like we got to see more. They're 0-7. Kicks, you're on the hot seat. Remember, this is the same player that lost his first round pick for that tampering charge or whatever, or for the tanking charge, right? Hey, you want to talk about these college coaches? We could talk. We covered college already. You were late. Right now, we're going over coaches that are on the hot seat. We're going division by division. Nobody in Princess Bay is on the hot seat right now. All the coaches here are doing well. Woodrow division. Does Mikey 2K go on the hot seat at 3-2? Under the amount of games played. But he is 3-2. It is Mikey. He's one of the more active players and active coaches. I think I'm going to leave him. He's good for. I mean, if Lazy's off the hot seat, Mikey's off the hot seat. So, Annandale division. Listen, I mean, I hate to do it, bro. 1-6, the terrible, terrible GM job. Fun Big Buns is now following. Mad Volt, you're the college admin. Remember, I don't even want to make college admins pro coaches. Right now, the team is struggling. The draft day blunders and trades. And the fact that you're 1-6. Let's add some context here. Coach on the hot seat. Week 1. And there's the post. So there it is right there. It is now Twitter official. These are the coaches that are on the hot seat right now. We have an admin on it. I mean, bro, just being honest, just being fair. These are the coaches right now that got to turn it around. Now, as far as the only coach on this list that can turn it around without really winning is Mad Voltage. As long as Volt's got the college running fucking smooth as hell, and I know he's handling both jobs, is what it is. You know, everybody goes through a losing season, right? But I'm gonna put him on there for now. With as far as I'm concerned, like it's borderline where if he can go there or not. But this is what we're looking at. Pest says he's got 4 games tonight. We'll see. That only puts you at 8. Official is looking like, as far as all these coaches go, as far as what I'm looking at, as far as these coaches, right? Official is probably the one coach that I can see getting fired. I'm not going to fire a coach on stream. None of these guys are getting fired now. It's just week 1. But official, as far as like being a new coach, this is his second season as a pro coach, and only having 4 games played after week 1. It's not good. I'm telling you, this is a bad look. A couple of other coaches that could have been here. Lazy was very close to being on here. Kicks 0-7. George was close to being on here. But right now, this is what we got. We got these 6 coaches on the hot seat right now. Jay Ariel's 1-5. He could be on the hot seat too, but he just got a team. This could change. Like, we can add more coaches on week 2. But if these coaches are still on a hot seat by week 2, I don't think most of them are surviving that long. You know what I'm saying? So I could have put Jay Ariel there. I could have. But we're going to wait, bro. We're going to wait. We're going to reserve judgment for Jay Ariel for now. This is good news for all. This is, you know what? This is good. You know what this is good news for? This is good news for Rare Snarf. It's good news for Bank Tank Bill. It's good news for Chef, right? It's good news for some of these college guys that get their games in, right? Because this team's struggling to get their team in the gym. Pest is struggling to get his team in the gym. Kemper struggling to get his team in the gym. Knock on wood that you guys turn it around. Because I got some hungry-ass college coaches. And let me tell you something. There's no college coach more hungrier than Chef JT. So I can promise you that dude will gladly, with a smile, take your job and run with it. So those are the coaches on the hot seat, guys. That's what we're looking at right now. SIBA Pro Coach interviews coaches on the hot seat. Voltage was posted and he had no clue he'd be on it. My man Volt. Let's go. My man Volt was promoting his stream and he saw his name on the hot seat. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Big nasty ass tag is now following. Bro, we got 188, bro, 193 in the stream going over the hot seat, bro. We got to fucking, bro, I got to end it. I got to end it soon because I got work in the morning. There's a big blizzard coming. But, like, it's tough to end it when you got this much momentum going, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Honestly, I can't stream from the SIBA network if Volt wants to do it. And look, I'll give you. Listen, Volt wants to be off the hot seat. He can stream the games. Like, yo, my opinion is like Volt winning games isn't gonna get him off. Volt winning games isn't really the thing that gets him off the hot seat. You know what I'm saying? Just being a good admin, running the stream, blah, 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 making smart decisions. Because the whole Sincerely Q thing, really, like, that was such a huge blunder. You know what I'm saying? That was a big blunder. I can't stand these little alerts, bro. Like, we're on active fucking Discord. Please go away. Let's see. So this, as far as the coaches on the hot seat go, official. What does he got to do to come off the hot seat? Oh, you guys are making waiver claims and shit. I forgot to. I gotta. Let's see these waiver claims, bro. Let's see. I'm not gonna. The waiver claims. See this little wave channel? I put all your waiver claims in here, so it's secret. It's a little lock. You guys don't know who. Only I know who puts waiver claims in. Let's see who's on waivers. Cash Lock is on waivers. He cleared already. You guys are killing me with these fucking waivers, bro. You guys are just, bro. You guys are putting everybody in. Like, yeah, we supposed to be putting people on waivers, but like, this dude is. Y'all are giving these, bro. This dude right here, bro. Now on waivers, bro. You guys are giving these community guys. Oh, yo, Black. That's perfect. We're gonna do Pretender Contender. Yes, we are. Awesome. Matter of fact, yo, do I have... listen, in order for me to do Pretender Contender, I need a panel of 4. I need 4 guys who want to volunteer right now. I need 4 guys to jump in to the Publix channel that want to do Pretender Contender. We can do that right now. Are you saying you claim Cash Lock? But there's other people that claimed. There's other people that claim, bro. So I got to go over who has the waiver priority. This is the waiver priority. It's updated. So if you put a claim in, where's Sons of Man? Sons of Man is... Where the fuck is Sons of Man on the waiver priority? Right here. All right, you got a decent shot. But if any of these other teams put a claim in for him, and I saw his name pop up a couple times. I got to see and make sure. Slim, your opinions are dog shit, but we love you anyway, bro. Let's get Stitch in here. See, the problem is having you coaches do it. You guys are biased. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she would be a good one. Like, I'll let Stitch hang out in here and do this shit. But, like, I really don't want coaches doing this because you guys are biased as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys just be biased as hell. You know what I mean? Like, we don't want anybody biased. Like, you guys are going to be biased as hell, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to go around and shit, and you guys are not going to be honest. Because
I won't be biased.
Bro, it's hard not to be biased when you're competing with these teams. You know what I'm saying? But we'll do it. Listen, we'll do it anyway. We'll go. Where's Stitch? Is Stitch here? Because I need at least 3 with me.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, so we're gonna go around the list right now. We're gonna do Pretender or Contender. We're gonna start with Bells of War, and I'll give my opinion last after you guys. But we'll go in order. We'll go Should, Stitch, Zach, and then me.
Bells of War.
Yes, Bells of War 6-3 on top of the stable division right now.
Uh,
And yo, in the chat, you could type it if pretender or contender, bro. As soon as we say the team name.
I'm gonna go because I played against him, and Bodicount he's a really good popper. I feel like he can carry them somewhere, but I'm gonna have to go Pretender.
What about you, Stitch?
I feel like Bump can really carry that team. I feel like he is front runner for a DPOY. I feel like if they keep Bump in there, that they can get Bump to load up the rest of the games. I feel like they can be a contender.
So you're a contender?
If they have Bump in there for the rest of the games, yeah. If not, then pretender.
So I'm gonna update this on Twitter as we go. Zach, what about? So we got one for pretender, one for contender. What do you say, Zach?
I'm gonna say pretender because everybody's gassing up C-Buzz, but when it comes to the playoffs, C-Buzz is not that clutch. He's winning with green light. I would hope he would win with green light.
I'm gonna say contender. I think that they have enough staying power. I think that C-Buzz and Bump have enough and bot account there. That's a big three. I think they have enough firepower to stay in that division. Maybe not win it, but definitely do well enough to stick around. The chat is always also saying pretender. So we got 3 for pretender, 2 for contender. So we got pretender on the Twitch, on Twitter. All right, next team that we got. We're gonna move on. Bulletproof Wallets 6-2. Like I said, we're gonna start with Shuddy and then Stitch, Zach, and then me. Chat, let's go. What do you guys say in the chat? Bulletproof Wallets, pretender, contender.
Who's after me? I'm gonna let him go before me because I haven't seen them play.
All right, Stitch, go ahead.
I feel like Sorrento has been turning that team around, so I feel like they can definitely keep contending in that division.
All right, what about you, Zach? We got one for contender.
I'm going to say contend because Sorrento has really turned it around. Big Smooth is actually playing really well on guard, and Philly's just going to be Philly. He's always going to be a really good big man. That's a really good big three.
All right, Shud, go ahead.
I'm gonna go pretender. We've never seen Big Smooth go far in the playoffs. Chop seems to be playing pretty well. Sorrento's great back end. He can take you somewhere. Same thing with Philly. We just don't know what they can do in the playoffs. So I'm gonna go pretender.
All right, I'm gonna say contender. Although you are right about Big Smooth never really performing that well in the playoffs, never going deep. Sorrento has. Fansul Ryu is now following. He brings that championship experience to this team. Philly never had that. Philly's never played with a guy like Sorrento that brings that championship caliber experience to a team. But at the same time, Smooth is a former MVP in the league, and he's playing so similar to the way he used to when he took this game serious. Philly is another guy. His resume is 100% Hall of Fame. Only thing he's missing is the championship. And he's finally got some guys. He's got the vibes on that team. He was undrafted free agent out of nowhere. Came in, played well. He's not a superstar, but he's a role player that fits, knows his role, doesn't complain, very humble. Chop Sold is playing out of this world with no pressure on him at all. He's just having fun. That team is 6-2 in the division, where the second place team is 5-8, and then you got Incarcerated Scarface is 4-3. They were terrible last season, and they're looking inconsistent now. I think Bulletproof Wallets take that division. I think they're a contender, and in the chat, they're split between pretender and contender. So when it comes down to it, they got more contenders than pretenders. Bulletproof Wallets are here to stay. Next team on the list right now. Let's go to Wu Chronicles 8-1. What do you got?
I'll tell you. I played them. I'm the only team to beat them. I'm gonna go contender for this one. I'm gonna go contender. They're not bad. They have to tighten up with their rotations, and if they get their back end situated, they're gonna be a real good team.
All right, Stitch, what you got? Pretender or contender for Wu Chronicles?
I feel like Clutch definitely took he took a hit or miss on Famous, and he hit. If he can keep it up with Famous, and now he got Tylocks, they can definitely be a contender and hopefully get over the hump for the playoffs.
Zach.
I'm gonna go contender. It's really kind of hard to do it because of the fact that when Tyler was drafted, he had no idea he was going there. In the beginning, he was confused, but now I think they're all locked in. So I'm gonna say contender. Clutch is a good coach.
Gusto, thank you for the follow. I'm going contender here. This team was 14-4 last season with the MVP of the league on their team, Famous Amos. And now they have the same fucking MVP on that team playing just as well as they did last season, except they got it paired up with a first round talent in Ty Locks. So you add Ty Locks to a team that was 14-4 last season with the MVP of the league on your team, bro. There's no way in hell they're not contending. They are here to stay. They're the best team in that conference. They could be the best team in the entire league. To me, they're the front runners to represent the Shaolin Conference in the finals. Wu Chronicles definitely contender. Another team from that division though, Guns and Razors at 6-3. I'm gonna put them on the list because they were just 6-1 until they got swept by Wu Chronicles. What do you got? Let's go. Like I said, go to Should first.
Um, I'm gonna go contender. I think Wu Chronicles might have just caught him on a bad day, especially them playing real hot. They're a scary team in the playoffs.
What you got, Stitch? Contender or pretender for Guns and Razors? 6-3.
I feel like they could be contender, unless like it's. I haven't seen much out of the SBH for Guns and Razor. We're talking about Guns and Razor, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I haven't seen much out of the SBH for Guns and Razor. So if you go against the right coach that can game plan for Brow, it could be a pretender. But as of from what I'm seeing, they can still be a contender.
What you got, Zach?
I'm gonna say pretender. I mean, you have Brow, but then you have Dame. I had him on Black Diamonds.
Right.
He's a really good SBH, but he just doesn't fit with Brow. Like Brow needs a shooter. Dem can like take over the game with the ball in his hands. He needs somebody who can just stand there and shoot. That's why it's just going to be a pretender for him.
I'm gonna say
I can
contender.
respect that.
I'm gonna say it's contender. I mean, they do have 3 losses. They have a bad loss against Bells of War, who I said was a contender. So, but they are 4-2 in their division. They just got swept by Rue Chronicles, but Method Men and Bring the Ruckus, they both swept them. So obviously they're not going anywhere in this division. They got They still got their 2-game series against a bad criminology team. They got Glaciers of Ice. Liquid Swords aren't good. Winter Wars 0-6. They got Killer Hills and Johnny Blaze, which are decent teams. But Bring the Pain is terrible, and Shadow Boxers are a little inconsistent. We don't know about them yet. So looking at their schedule, they're easily going to win around 10, 12 games. So I got to put them as contender, which will give them 3 contenders and 1 pretender. So they are contender. Let's keep it going. The next team on this list, who do we have, guys? We got nobody in the Tottenville division, really, but Poisonous Darts. 11-3. They've already clinched the playoff spot. So, I mean, when we're talking pretender or contender, let's keep it to whether or not they actually have the potential to win a championship.
So when I played Poisonous Darts, Eli was playing great, and JC was playing good out that corner, but we just don't know what he'll do when the 2K League ends up starting up. So if they figure out their J Key situation, I feel like they can be a contender.
Well, Jay Key's playing, so I mean he hasn't missed a beat since since the league started. He can play.
Gotcha. Yeah, well, I'm gonna go contender. Paranoid Duck's been playing like God.
Oh, what you got, Stitch?
I definitely got contender. They added a game manager to their roster. They got a game manager in Eli. They still got Sam. Sam has been a problem in multiple seasons. And all they did was add a game manager to that roster, and that's been showing good for them. So I'd say contender.
Zach, they're a division opponent.
Yeah.
You know them more than anybody here right now. So, have you faced them yet this season?
Yeah, we did. We lost both. I'm gonna say contender, but we're gonna talk about the championships. Where they're obviously gonna be the best team in the division. I'm really gonna question it because Eli, when we played him, he had 1 good game and 1 bad game. So it's gonna come to Eli, but I say they're definitely a contender.
Well, they're on an 8-game winning streak right now. They still got Ghost Showers, a team that they've beat already. They got Legendary Weapons. a team that they've lost to. You know, and you know, it's crazy because Poisonous Darts and Legendary Weapons have such a rivalry going. It's like even when Legendary Weapons aren't at their best, these two they usually split the season series. You know what I'm saying? Even when the Legendary Weapons aren't that good and Poisonous Darts are, like Legendary Weapons have been a thorn in the side of the Poisonous Darts since they both came into the league and started in the same division together. So it's going to be interesting to see that game. They still got Protect Your Neck, Killer Hills. But they are 11-3. They've already clinched a playoff spot. They're going to be the number one team in that conference, 100% contender. And right now, they're my front runners to represent the Wu-Tang Conference in the finals. I think they're going to get there. There's no 2K League players standing in their way anymore. So I feel like this is their season to go out there and compete for their second ring. Let's see. Any other teams on this list? I don't really listen. I mean, I'm not even going to put Brooklyn Zoo. They're 5-2. You know what I'm saying? So right now, like these are the only teams that we have. So we had Bells of War. Oh, we got a couple of follows too. Let's go. Wiz and Tail. I know Mid's already beat them once this season. Got to beat them again, and that's big because, like I said, bro, like those are the type of games that what's it called? Those are the type of games that that like you don't expect to like beating that team is something that like you don't really expect to do because they're so good. You know what I'm saying? So if you like beat that team, it's a big bonus, right? It's a huge bonus to beat that team because if you're taking a look at the rest of Legendary Weapons schedule, and Zach wants to zero in on this because we're talking about his division now. He's got Sons of Man twice. So, like, if they go and beat Poisonous Darts, they go 5-4. Like, they've already swept the best team in the conference and the best team in their division. It's not like they're going to be 5-4, right, with some momentum and looking at their schedule like, fuck, we still got Poisonous Darts. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not how it works. Like, they can go and beat Poisonous Darts. They'll be 5-4 with the best team in their division behind them already. So they can fight Black Diamond, Sons of Man, who are also 5-4. They'll have Assassination Day, who's looked, unstable. Shadow Boxers, again, 5 games played. Old Dirty Bastards, a tale of 2 different teams. 1 minute they're getting blown out. Another minute they're winning. Iron Man may have a new coach soon. And then Cuban Links is a very good team, you know. We could have put Cuban Links in this whole thing, but I think it's 6 games. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't really want to put them there. It's 6 games. Bells of War have 9 games, and they're in first place, so that's why I felt comfortable. I didn't want to put any of these guys like Killer Hills and Johnny Blaze. They're only 4-2 right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about teams that have a little bit of a lead in their division. Like Bells of War 6-3 and Cuban Links 5-1. They got like a full 2.5 games ahead of the next opponent in their division. You know what I'm saying? So that's the verdict right here. Bells of War, Pretender, everybody else contender. That's how we looked at it. Now that we got you guys on, we got the coach of Iron Flag on. We're gonna talk a little bit about Iron Flag. We're gonna talk a little bit about Sons of Man. We're gonna go into you guys' division. We'll talk about the Annandale division. We'll talk about the Princess Bay division. Let's start off with the Annandale division, Iron Flag. You guys got a back-to-back against Buck and the Older Gods. That's tonight, right?
Yes, that is at 9 p.m.
Okay, so you guys got a back-to-back against them. Now, remember what I was talking about with Legendary Weapons? They go out there and they take that other game from Poisonous Darts, and they can be 5-4, and they're 5-4 with the best team in their division behind them already. You go out there and you sweep Older Gods. You guys are 5-3. You're in somewhat of a driver's seat, but you'll be 5-3 with Protect Your Neck back-to-back still on your schedule. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different. Like, for example, like, Legendary Weapons going out and winning that game and being 5-4 and beating Poisonous Darts. That's a stronger 5-4 than your 5-3. Because you're 5-3, you still have the second best team in the conference, in my opinion, still on deck, waiting. Like, yeah, you're 5-3, but like you still gotta play them. You know what I'm saying? Like that's tough. Like that's why I think teams should get the best teams out the way early. You know, find out what you're really made of early. Take your lumps, and then that way, even if you're like 3-5 or even 2-6, you're looking at us Older Gods back to back, which is a pretty even game for you guys. Then you're looking at Ferryboat Killers, which are dead in the water, right? You got Ghost Showers of 4-4. You got Winter Wars. You know, you got a game against Wool Chronicles, which is going to be fucking. That's going to be tough, you know. You get when you go visit the other conference. But yeah. So you guys got Older Gods back to back. I feel like you guys need to sweep. Like, both teams need to sweep. Like, splitting the series 1-1 does nothing for either of you guys. You guys split the series 1-1. They go to 6-5. You go to 4-4. Nobody really moved up anywhere. Nobody made any moves. Like, you just stayed the same, and you're still vulnerable in that division, like, and in that conference. If Older Gods sweep you, they go 7-4. Now they have a little bit of a stranglehold on that division. They separated themselves for you guys. You'd be 3-5. You'd pretty much be out of the picture as far as the Older Gods are concerned. They'll own the tiebreaker over you. They'll have 7 wins. You'll have 3 wins. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can put you guys to bed and put your team in their rear view with a sweep. And if you guys sweep them, they'll be 5-6. You'll be 5-3. You'll be ahead of them. They have 3 more games played than you, right? But you'll have you'll look at yourself 8 games in at 5-3 as an expansion team, and that's a lot of confidence. Knowing that you also have Fairybolt Killers on your schedule, so if you go and sweep them, that's 7-3. You know, you got Winter Wars on your schedule that they haven't won a game. You know what I'm saying? So like, you're gonna put yourself in a good position where you got to play Protect Your Neck and Wu Chronicles, and losing to those guys isn't gonna completely murder your season. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel like if we win out tonight, that gives us momentum and more comfort going against Protect Your Neck. That's 2-2 that hasn't played in a while.
oh yeah, but again, they still Protect Your Neck, bro. That team is the best team in that division until somebody proves otherwise. I don't think any of your teams. Listen, you guys are 3-3. Older Gods are just 5-4. Nobody's taking advantage of the fact that Protect Your Neck's only 2-2. He's only played 4 games. Like, none of you guys are really taking advantage of that. None of you guys are really you guys only played 6 games. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have got some Fairybolt Killers game out the way. You know what I mean? Like, you got swept by Old Dirty Bastards, which have not been a good team, really. I mean, they got blown out by Shadow. They just got blown out by 43 points to Guns and Razors, and you got swept by them. You know what I'm saying? Like, they lost to Older Gods by fucking 41, and you got to play a team that you got to play a team that just blew out a team that swept you by 41 points. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to go and play a back-to-back in that. And Old Dirty Bastards, ODB swept you, but they got swept by Older Gods, and neither game was close. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, you guys have not taken advantage of the fact that Protect Your Neck is a little off right now. You know, and neither have Older Gods. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not sitting here sticking up for them. Listen, they lost 3 out of the last 4. They lost to Fairybolt Killers. They lost a game to Legendary Weapons. They lost to Brooklyn Zoo. Like, they're 3-4. Like, they were 4-1, clearly in the driver's seat. You know, and clearly in the driver's seat with the 2-game set against Protect Your Neck still on the horizon. And what do? They lose 3 out of the last 4 games. And it's like, if you're Protect Your Neck right now, you're like, yeah, we only played 4 games, but bro, we're right here. Like, what team in this division is really that good? Like, none of you guys have played them. Let's take a look at Protect Your Neck. They haven't even played a single division game yet. They still got all fucking 8 division games in front of them. They got 2 against you, 2 against Fairybolt, and they're going to demolish Fairybolt. They're probably going to demolish Older Gods the way Older Gods are looking, and they're going to demolish Old Dirty Bastards because they're just not that good. And they might end up going 8-0 in your division and smacking the shit out of all of you. So none of you guys really stepped up. You see what I'm saying, all right? And none of you teams in that division really took advantage of the fact that they started off slow.
Nah, I feel what you're saying.
And now we got Zach here. Poisonous Darts have already clinched Zach. So, I mean, you know,
Yeah.
That's if you had any hopes of knocking. Well, I mean, listen, they haven't clinched the division yet because if they lose out, they'll be 11-7, right?
Yeah.
So the
odds of that happening is not happening.
Yeah, they're not. But anything can happen, right? And if you guys won out, you'll be fucking 14-4. So they didn't clinch it yet. Nobody, like even Ghost Showers can come back and win the rest of their games. And if Poisonous Darts loses those games, like even they can win. So nobody's mathematically clinched the division, but it's only a matter of time before they do. You've already got, like, you guys. I mean, you just beat Apollo Kids. Everybody's beating Apollo Kids right now. You guys started off 4-1, and you lost 3 straight games.
Yeah.
I mean, you lost back-to-back to Poisonous Darts, which for you, Zach, is tough because, you know, the team that you got, right? This is the team that you try to put the team together from the last time you made the playoffs, right? And you feel like you got a strong, you feel like you put together a strong roster, and if you're going to win a championship, right? You know that road is going to go through poisonous darts, and you guys got swept by them. That had to kill you guys.
It did, because we split with them last season, with Goon having 1 point in the whole game.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. That was you guys opened the season with a back-to-back against them.
Yep.
So this time you guys go and get swept. You lost by 8, then you lost by 13. So that's got to kill, you know what I'm saying? And then you guys lose to Glaciers of Ice by 9, which is rough. And that was a bad sign because, you guys were 4-1. What's a bad sign for a team is you guys go out there, you're 4-1, you play the best team, you get swept, and then how you respond after that is going to tell you all you need to know about your team. And you guys followed up with a bad loss to Glaciers of Ice. I know you guys are probably dejected. The confidence was shaken. You guys weren't motivated anymore, really, after that, taking that L. Jukic. Thanks for the follow. And you followed up with a win against Apollo Kids. Apollo Kids is exactly what the doctor ordered. You guys were 4-4 at that time, going in the wrong direction. Apollo Kids are terrible. They just cut their rookie point guard and sent them to a free agency. That kid's not that good. Coming over from PlayStation. And, that's exactly what the doctor ordered was Apollo Kids. But, you still got legendary weapons back-to-back and Black Diamonds. Black Diamonds are 5-3. They're not bad. Legendary weapons are always dangerous. They got Marquise on a second-round pick. They got a decent record. You got Cash Rules, Bring the Pain are bad. Iron Flag, right? That are 3-3. We're going to find out a lot about them. Criminology's not that good. And then Johnny Blaze. So, like, the rest of your schedule, you're going to have to beat some winning teams. Like, you're going to have to go out there, like...
We got 3 games tonight. We got Criminology at 9:30. Then we're playing Weapons once at 10, and then J Aerial at 10:30. Realistically, we got to win all 3.
Appreciate that. Sorry, I just want to acknowledge the follow. So you got...
No, you're good.
What are you? What games you got lined up tonight?
So Criminology at 9:30.
Okay.
Then we have Weapons one time at 10.
Okay.
And then we have Bring the Pain at 10:30. Realistically, we have to win all 3.
Yeah, listen, winning all 3 is definitely going to be something that you're going to want. Listen, if the one game you can't afford to lose, that's Legendary Weapons, their division opponent. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Right now, you guys are 1-0, 1-1. You guys are 1-3 in your division right now. That's your division.
That's not good.
Right, yeah, you split with Ghost Showers, and that second Ghost Showers game, you almost blew it. That was bad.
They really did.
The wins you have, let's take a look at the wins. I think you only have one quality win. That's a big win against Protect Your Neck. Rushing Elephants were bad. That was that was in the middle of their 4-game losing streak. Winter Wars haven't won a game, and Apollo Kids haven't won a game. So you guys don't really you have one quality win under your belt, right? Now you're going to be playing Bring the Pain 1-5. Like your combined opponents for Bring the Pain Criminology, they're 1-10. Like, you got to go out and win those games. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to go out and win those games. And you got legendary weapons. So you're 5-14 is the combined win-loss record against your opponents tonight. And if you guys want to consider yourselves contenders and playoff team, if you're going to sit there and tell me, we're playing 3 games tonight, the combined win-loss record for these teams are 5-14, you have to go out and win all 3.
100%. That's what I said in the team chat. If we don't win all 3, realistically, there's going to be changes made because, I let the team rock with the losing streak. Obviously, we had to win that Apollo Kids game. It's pretty obvious. It's a free win, but now I just want to see all 3. And Goon has been playing some really good basketball. He's been averaging 25. Henny's been doing well. It's just the lock position, but GT's going to step up tonight.
Who's your starting lock?
God's time in the...
All right, so he's obviously going to need some help. You guys are 9 games in, 10, 11, 12 after tonight. The trade deadline's 13. We're in week 2, so this is where the trade thing starts to open up a little bit, where I start to explore, all right, teams can make trades now. Obviously, if teams are on the hot seat, it's going to be tough for them to make trades if you guys got fucking 5, 6. But like you guys, at the amount of games you're at now, I think after these 3 games should really tell you, like you said, changes will be made. If there's a way you can, listen, I don't want to, shit on God's timing, but like if you feel like the lock position is the spot where you're lacking right now that's holding you back, you have 2 options. One, can you find one at free agency that everybody missed? Is there somebody in free agency right now that could provide a spark at that position? Number 2, what do you got to do? What kind of trade can you make that's not going to mortgage your whole future to go out and get a lock? Tonight is going to tell you everything you need to know. If you guys are 8-4 after tonight and you win all three, I think if I were you, I'm going all in and trying to acquire a piece. I'm going to go all in. If I got to trade a second-round pick, I'm going to do that because 8-4, you've already lost twice to Poisonous Darts. You're not going to beat Poisonous Darts with the roster you have now. But if you're 8-4 after tonight, you're right. You guys are going to be in the playoffs. And being in the playoffs at 8-4, you didn't clinch, but it's only a matter of time before you do. And you know for a fact that if you get to 8-4 and you're going to be in the playoffs, you're not getting to the finals unless you go through Poisonous Darts. You're not going to get there.
True.
So you know right now that the roster you have is not enough to beat that team in a 5-game series. Just not. So what you're going to have to do, if you guys are 8-4, if you guys go 1-2 tonight and finish like 6-6 or whatever, then, I mean, your boy Rob with the subscription, man, my guy probably just got paid. If you guys end up like 6-6 after tonight, I don't know. Maybe is it worth it going out and sacrificing the second round pick to trade? Like, what are you guys gonna do? Are you gonna sell and try to get picks for next season? At that point, it's tough. But if you guys go out there and win all three, which you should, if you're that good of a team, and you plan on being in the championship conversation, you guys got to go out there and take care of business. You guys go out there and win all 3 games. If I were you, I'm looking to upgrade my weakest position, and I'm willing to give up a second-round pick if I have to, because you're not going to beat that Poisonous Darts team with the way you guys are.
100%. That's the thing. I mean, I've been going over it in my head scenarios. That's why that claim to me is kind of big. I mean, the second-round pick, me and Good have been talking about it. It's just something we don't see. But if realistically, let's say we don't get that waiver claim, it's going to be something we have to reopen as a staff because it's just not going to do it. And I know God's timing is going to put some effort into it.
So you got the claim for cash lock. Let me see if anybody has a claim. Obviously, the big popular one is what's his face? Fucking Deadpool. Everybody's putting in for Deadpool. All right, so two teams have put waiver claims on. If you take a look at the stream right now, your team and Legendary Weapons. So let's take a look at waiver priority and let's see who's got the higher priority. And it is Legendary Weapons are right here. And where are you?
We're higher than them.
You're higher than them. So you guys actually get the waiver claim. So I'm going to delete your name and put you all the way down to the bottom now. Now you guys are going to go to the bottom of the list.
And I responded with the move to make the roster space by releasing Stop a Crab.
All right, so let's get Cash Lock off of waivers and onto your team. Now, is he a lockdown?
Yeah, he is.
All right, so you're going to have him for tonight's game. Let's put it in transactions.
Hey, yo, Tweets, I got a question.
What's up?
So, I know Killer Bees is like your prodigy team. What are the odds I get my trade accepted with what I sent in was $0?
Now that we're in week 2, I'm going to start looking at actual trades. Week 1, I'm not looking at any trades, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can understand now. Week 2, you can resubmit it now. We can have a conversation about it. You know what I'm saying? We're in week 2 now. You know.
Okay, I'm gonna submit it again then with $0. All right.
You guys got 6 games played, so you belong there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys have enough games. Z-Dollar and Killer Bees have 8 games played, so they'll, you know what I'm saying? Like, they got enough. Sulo Sutra is now following. Well, we got a lot of followers on this fucking stream. We got 106, bro. We had like damn near close to 200 at its peak. This is awesome, bro, because we never get this many for a
Killer Bees making a run, baby.
So now you got the trade in. So this trade between you guys is Buddha for a 3rd round pick. Now the stats are all fucked up. I want to see how many games Buddha's load up for. See if he's eligible to actually fucking.
Buddha has loaded up either 2 or 3 games.
Yeah, I don't even have him in here because everything was erased, so we don't even know.
Yeah, Buddha has loaded up half of the games, and the only reason he hasn't got as much PT is because Swinky.
Okay, so we'll just do this trade then. Like I said, week 2 coming up. We'll approve this trade so you guys can. So you guys got You guys got a game against Older Gods. You're gonna be playing without him, obviously. What about Bees? You guys got any games scheduled for tonight? Yo, Zig,
We got one.
who you guys playing against?
Devil Soul.
All right, before I do this, let's take a look at how many players you have on your team. Make sure you don't have to cut anybody.
Nah, we should be good because we dropped Tyreke.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, yeah, so you guys got enough.
Yeah, dude, Tyreke screwed me.
Yeah, I got rid of him from Discord, so he's fine. So the Bees give up a 3rd-round pick.
We got so ahead of us, man. We got to keep him links twice as well.
Focus on Zidala. I'm gonna give you his Twitter. That's the easiest way to contact him and get Discord messages.
I know Buddha personally,
All right,
so.
so now,
Okay, then you're good. Then you're good.
I played with them last season when I was the last 2 games of Bryn Payne.
All right, so now, Stitch, what you need to do, right? What you have to do immediately, right now, right? What you have to do is you need to go into this free agent chat right now and sign a player. Now, go find somebody.
I have to sign up. I gotta sign up right now.
Yeah, you got it. How many players you have on the team now? Does that leave you with only 7?
I'll have 7. Yes, sir.
We want guys on rosters, bro. We don't want guys sitting in free agent lists. We have an open roster spot. Doesn't matter if there's minutes for him or whatever. You guys only have 3 games. Like I said, you're at the threshold. We did the bare minimum. You need to be at fucking 12 at least at the end of the week. You can't afford to just have 7 players. Go out there and find somebody that's available that will play. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter what position. Just go out there and find a guy. You got to have 8 guys in your roster at all times.
All right, I'm looking into it right now. I just typed in there looking for people.
All right, cool.
All right, thank you.
My mic is all the way up. I don't understand why these guys saying they can't hear me, bro. Like, you guys can hear me?
I can hear you perfectly fine.
I don't know what the
I
fuck
can hear you
they're
perfectly
talking
fine.
about. These guys are fucking watching their stream from fucking Cambodia, bro. I don't even know what they're looking at.
I can hear you.
Let's take a look at the new players that joined. Anybody from outside the country? Philippines. Do I have a Filipino flag? No, I don't. I got to make one. I got to do it from my phone because I don't have access to those emojis from my computer. We go to the Discord, make a Philippines thing.
Wow. Canada just joined, and the next goon, maybe?
Philippines. Boom.
We got Germany, too.
Young Gimba. Let's add Young Gimba. So my man Young Gimba from the Philippines. Take the raw product.
He's a pretty good player.
Put the international on. Let's see what other countries we got. But it's been a minute since we had a lot of international players join in a short period of time. Then they've fallen back a little bit. Oh, we got a German player right here, Karim. Let's get him in here. International. We need more international players to start playing in that open gym. Germany. Wembayana. We got a South African player here, bro. Shred the 1. Remember, if you put these countries down, right? You're going to be playing on these servers. By the way, Sesta King T. Thanks for the follow. Do we have a South Africa or no? Oh, he's already in college. I'll give him the flag, but like I can't give you the international. You're already in college. We do have a South African flag. Wow. USA, Canada. I'll give you the Canadian flag, but like my Canadian players, bro, you guys just gonna do the high school thing because you don't want to play in those overseas servers, though. For sure, you know what I'm saying? Like, trust me, you want to stay in the American servers. Scoring is back. I think he's a college player too, and he's redshirted. I forgot what team he's married to, but he's stuck on a team. USA. All right, cool. So we got all the Is that a different fucking? That can't be a different scoring, bro? Because there's another dude that pulls scoring with 2 C's. 8 diagrams for Supreme Clientele, Wu Gambinos, and Bulletproof Wallets tonight, as they continue their quest. To try to clinch a playoff spot against all odds. Guys, it's been a hell of a broadcast. I'd hate to end it with 194 people. Behi just subscribed. Shout out. I hate to end it with that many people, but it is 8 o'clock. I actually plan on only doing it for about an hour. You guys understand, I didn't expect this many. I just thought I was going to get like maybe 30, 40 guys that were going to be in here. But it's tough to close it out when you're doing this well, but I do got to eat dinner, get ready for sleep. I got a nice big fucking blizzard coming our way. Let's take a look right now. Weather, New York City, or weather, Staten Island. Let's take a look. Boom, right here. Winter storm warning coming. 4 to 8 inches. It's either going to be Zach or me as far as the amount of snow we're going to be getting. Monday night into Tuesday. This is going to be rough, bro. It's going to start tonight, and I got to be in work at 6 a.m. Precipitation is going to be around 90% at what time, bro? Yeah, at fucking 9 o'clock in the morning. And then it's going to taper off and be done in the afternoon. But it's going to be rough. Hopefully it's not. Listen, the more snow on the ground, the more money I make, the more overtime I make. That's cool. But as far as everything else goes, my kids are already off school. They'll be remote learning, so not going to miss a day. So when the snow hits the ground, especially when it's this big, bro, I am out of commission. Please do not message me for shit. It will not get answered. Please, ISO don't cap. Go out there. If you want to fucking... Listen, if you got high school issues, who's the dude that was talking to me about the college issues? Enoch. My man Goofy. You got to talk to... Where's Mad Voltage? You got to talk to Volt if you have issues in college. If you can't get anything done... Here, how about this? Who's right now? I cannot get with help with college team. I'm being blackballed because they're mad. I told Voltage I haven't been getting played. I'm just trying to get to the pros. Like I've been getting BS because they want to make up BS. So let's hear Goofy. Let's see what he has.
So like, you know what I'm saying? Like Feature, I didn't want to like kind of like come to you because you the big boss, bro. But I just expect more out of SIBA, bro. Like, so my first season, man, I'm hot at this point because like I really fuck with SIBA. Like I was in one of the spaces that you had last time. I told you I really fuck with this league, and I don't understand how people don't fuck with it because it's active. But when I was my first season in college, man, I had dude Josh as my coach. That's the coach I chose. And you know what I'm saying? The season finished. I was 1 game off, and basically I had to repeat college or whatever and do it again, which was fine. But Josh ended up advancing and becoming a pro coach. So I got left with a coach that doesn't know me and doesn't want me as a player. Now I'm fine with that. I understand that. You want to put what you want to put on the court. That's fine with me. But dude didn't play me the whole second season. Supposedly Volt told him to play me. He never played me. He was bullshitting. He tried to lie and say I wasn't responding.
I'm pausing right there. It doesn't matter what Volt says. The coach of the team has a lineup in mind. A commissioner can't go and override that coach. Now, I'm gonna keep playing this. I'm just wanted to jump in there. Like I'm not gonna. It's not Mayor Volta's decision who starts and who doesn't.
I sent screenshots to Volt. Next thing you know, this season, Volt talking about something. Oh, he's gonna play you all the games, but they in the chat talking shit. So he told his players, oh, he has to play me and all this other goofy shit. And I guess he told him like, hey, if he don't do this or do that, we gonna just try to hurt him and get him out of here, type shit. So
before I continue, I just want to see who's the coach of the Clippers. Well, who are we talking about? That's gonna tell me a lot. Let's go. You guys are getting real time on how we resolve shit. How I resolve shit. That's Rare Snarf he's talking about. All right. That's Rare Snarf.
Lock and two guard don't. I have no calls. I gotta follow. What you want me to say the whole game? What do you want me to say, bro? So I'm playing the game with these niggas. These niggas keep talking about something. Oh, you ain't talking. You ain't doing this in the third. Like, bro, what the fuck? What you want me to say the whole game? What do you want me to say, bro? Like, what do you want me to call out? I have no calls. I gotta follow your call outs. The main people that talk on the team is the PG, big man, and back end. Lock and two guard don't talk but so often. Unless you got something you see. And I'm like, bro, when I sit here and communicate with y'all and I tell y'all what I'm seeing, everything cool. The moment we losing, and I don't know what the fuck why we losing. I'm listening to y'all motherfuckers. It's you ain't saying shit. What the fuck do you want me to say? I ain't got no ideas, nigga. What the fuck? The fuck you want me to say? I have no ideas. I don't know what the fuck to do to stop us from fucking losing. All I know is the motherfucking PG don't pass me the ball. But yet y'all mad at me because of what? The fuck you want me to do, bro? If he's getting double teamed and he's throwing it at fucking X instead of fucking throwing the RBB and I'm X, what the fuck you want me to do? Bro, it's weird shit, Feach, bro. And I hate to bring it to your take because you head honcho. But bro, SIBA's gotta be better than this, bro. SIBA gotta be better than this, bro. I've been asking way before draft day, all that to get out this team, bro, because I knew this funny shit was gonna happen. And they just on bullshit. And I'm not about to keep getting sick the entire time of my college, bro. And that's wasting my whole 2K years with SIBA. Bro, I'm trying to make my name for myself. I'm trying to build. You feel me? I just hate niggas that, and it sucks because the only reason why these niggas are acting like that is because Rare Snarf doesn't want me on the team. And he's already made that known to his teammates. So every time something happens, bro, they bitch and complain at me. And I'm just tired of this shit. I'm like, bro, I'm a grown-ass man, bro. I don't want to hear you bitching and complaining in my ear all goddamn day. I don't even get the ball, nigga. I'm averaging like 2-3 shots a game. And I'm the two guard. How the fuck am I averaging 2-3 shots a game? I'm like, bro, I'm not doing this shit, bro.
All right, so that's the Clippers, and the Clippers are 3-2, so they're a good team right now. They're 3-2 on top of the division. Snarf is always running a good program there, right? That's what he said the team he was on, right? Clippers, yeah. So he's on the Clippers. Basically, my thing is, it's like, look, it's an annoying situation. It's a tough situation, bro. Like, I feel like everybody got to be better at this. You know? I mean, you did make a commitment to a college. That coach got hired for the pros, you know? And now listen, it's the same thing like in the NFL, right? Let's say, a GM goes and drafts a quarterback, and then that GM and coach get fired. You bring a new regime in. Like, most new regimes want to start with their own quarterback guy that they scouted, right? So it's hard for these guys to, like, be an inherited quarterback. Because, like, you feel like you're always, Sub-Surrey Boris is now following. Crazy name. You always feel like you're watching over your shoulder because you're not the guy that they chose. You're like, Rare Snarf, you're not the guy that he chose. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not the guy that he actually chose to be here. He didn't offer you a scholarship. He inherited you. So it's not fair to you, but that's just the way college is structured, right? You know what I'm saying? So, it doesn't happen to everybody, but it happens to enough people where, you just got to overcome it. As far as, like, you getting on the court and playing games, that's a coach's decision. That's the coach's decision. It's, where it went wrong was, I feel like, first of all, the athletic director should not be promising you minutes on a court. That's up to the coach, that's up to the coach whether or not he feels like you're part of the starting five. And if Hearn thought you were part of a starting five and now he's gone, but the new coach doesn't because he got his own guys that he wanted to scout, yeah, it sucks. It does. But the only recourse you have, and we don't have a transfer portal, but I can create one right now. There is a transfer portal. There is a transfer portal, but you got to understand the transfer portal doesn't help you. It only helps me. I don't transfer players off a team from one college team to the other to help you. You know, as it may sound fucked up, but I don't do that. I do it to help me. I never had this channel open because I don't want people to see this channel, right? There's always listen, for you guys that are like begging for a transfer portal, there's always been a transfer portal. Always. Since we started college years ago, there's always been a transfer portal. I don't have the channel here anymore. I took it off a long time ago because when I had, listen very closely. The reason why I never had this channel, the reason why I had a channel up briefly years ago and took it off is because when I put the transfer portal on, I don't want people thinking that that's an option coming to me because I'm going to have a million people that want to transfer. You got to understand how the transfer portals work, right? You got to understand how the transfer portal works. This fucking channel right here. This channel right here does not exist for you. This channel right here does not exist for you guys. This channel here exists for me. This exists for me. Let me explain to you guys how the transfer portal always works. The last person to transfer a couple of seasons ago, that was Knapp. So this is how the transfer portal works. If you're in the and listen close, because I'm not going to explain this a million fucking times. And I don't want a million messages in my shit. When your name is in the transfer portal, you continue to show up for your team and play. And by the way, he's a fucking junior anyway. He's got one more season doing college anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's going to be a pro at some point. He's a junior. When you're in the transfer portal, you're there to help me. You continue to show up for your team. When I have a college team where somebody quits, let's say on the Brooklyn Bulldogs, quality error, just quits the league, right? Or in Tottenville, who's the kid that just got in the record books for most turnovers in a game? That was a Tottenville fucking point guard, right? No, it wasn't. Where's Icy Neo or some shit like that? There's a player, Icy Neo, that like got 9 turnovers in a game. Let's say a kid quits on the team, and I got an opening. If you're in the transfer portal, I'm going to pull you off the team and put you on the other team. Now, that team may not need you because they already, let's say you're the shooting guard and they already have a starting shooting guard. You might get transferred to the same fucking situation you were just in. The backup, no minutes. You might not even play at all there. So you are really rolling the dice when you go into that transfer portal. Right now, the Canarsie Chiefs, I got to find out if this is real because if they only have 7 players, I'll put you on the Chiefs. I want to know why this team only has 7 players. You'll go to the Chiefs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why the fuck does this team have 9 players, bro? Yo, Mad Voltage is on the fucking hot seat. This team's got 9 players. This team has 7 players. Bro, what am I looking at here, bro? What the fuck is Voltage? This is how you get fired, bro. This is how you get sent back to college, bro. This is how you get sent back to college to do your fucking job. Because you can't fucking do your job, bro. What team was that? What team just had 9 players on it, bro? The fucking Falcons. The red. If there's a red shirt, it doesn't go on the roster. Now I got to do this shit. The red shirts don't go on the roster here, bro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so there's 8 here and 2 red shirts. Who's the red shirts that are there? He misprinted because he's getting sloppy because he cares about his fucking 1-6 shitty ass fucking team. I don't know, but this Canarsie team only, I told these dudes when we did this after selection day that we needed these rosters filled. This team only has 7 players on it. Man, Volt. Volt, bro. Might be time to step down and let somebody competent run that fucking that Ferry Bowl Killers team because
that's bad.
There's just too many mistakes, bro. Too many easy, simple mistakes, bro. Like, this is just bad news, bro. I could just run the fucking college and this shit would never happen, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the point? You know, I can get any idiot to run the fucking... any idiot could be 1-6 with the Ferry Bowl Killers. You know what I'm saying? It's tough, bro. Well, what are you going to do? We're going to have a nice little talk about his future as a coach because the shit that's going on in college. And, I said it. Didn't I say it during the broadcast? I was like, what did I say? I was like, bro, the wins and losses isn't really going to get him in here, bro. It's the lacking of doing your job in college. Tough, man. But we'll figure it out. We'll get it done. But listen, the transfer portal is for me. So if I got an open roster spot somewhere and I need help and you're in the transfer portal right here, I'll just take you and put you somewhere. And I don't care if you don't want to be there. That's where you're going to go. You can end up in a worse position that you were in before. So I can't make a coach start you. I can't set a coach's lineup. No admin can do that. We're not going to go over these coaches' heads and say, yo, you have to start this player. The coach is making those decisions. Right now they're 3-2. So it's not like they're fucking 0-5 or 0-6. Not like they're fucking terrible. Like they're on the top of their division. So that's how it works. So, hey, listen, to the 185 in the chat, I appreciate you guys tuning in. I know you guys are tuning in because we had the juicy shit going today. We had the, the coaches on the hot seat. That was fun. Hey, listen, if that's what's going to get the views, fuck it, right? Just keep doing that shit. But we're going to end it here. Shout out to all of y'all, man. I appreciate you guys tuning in. And, yo.
You trade someone.
I should, right? Who can I raid?
Is anyone playing a game?
Let's take a look. Quality era, SIBA college runs. Let's raid him. How do you do it? With the raid? That's right. So we're going to raid Quality Era. He's playing college right now. Let's just support the college league. We did a nice long fucking thing with the college. And Stu Goda said L raid. Hey, listen, we want to make sure, bro, we want to fucking raid these guys that are doing, we want to build everything up. So that's how it works. Yo, guys, shout out to all you guys for joining the chat right now, bro. This was a fun show. Please, yo, follow my wife is doing big things out there, bro. Like I'm really trying to push her to do it. Like me and her doing the streams. We had a cool stream the other night. We didn't talk any 2K. We were just talking about relationships and shit like that. Not everything has to be about 2K. I ain't trying to sit here and really just like use my platform to promote my wife, but that is my wife, you know what I'm saying? And if she does well and she gets partnered and affiliated on Twitch, she's making bread, I'm making bread, you know what I'm saying? So, she sees what I do and she wants to be a part of it too. She wants to do some shit. So I'll probably get out there and she's gonna start playing games like Pal World and shit. So I mean, might not be everybody's cup of tea, but you know, you guys don't really have to tune in all the time. But if you see something on your Twitter, just give it a little retweet. You know what I'm saying? Just just throw it out there. Do me the solid.